What's up, guys? EDA Talk Sports here, back with some breaking news. We've got some updates on Arsenal's transfer business. This time, Eddie Nketiah looks like he's on the move. We've got an update from David Ornstein on Arsenal's transfer business. He's mentioned here that Arsenal are expected to accept an offer from Crystal Palace to sign Eddie Nketiah. The bid's around 25 um, guaranteed and a 5 million on add-on, similar to the deal that Arsenal had with Nottingham Forest, and it seems like it's going to be quite an easy deal for Arsenal to get through, which I mean is good news for Arsenal, especially when they had their deal with Nottingham Forest in place. I know a lot of Arsenal fans were quite upset seeing that deal fall through, knowing that they need an attacker potentially. It hasn't necessarily worked out with Eddie. Personally, I think Eddie is somebody who can definitely contribute in the Premier League. I wouldn't want to put a ceiling on anyone's career, but I believe Eddie starting for a mid-table team with the right support around him can get around, 13, 14, 15 goals at his max, and he can probably go above that. There's nothing capping him. He has all the essentials of a instinctual striker, and just isn't the mold of what Arsenal need right now. He's not at the level that Arsenal need right now. A similar trajectory that we saw with Emil Smith Rowe. I think Emil Smith Rowe would probably even feel potentially a little bit hard done by. Same with Eddie, to be honest with you. He scored big goals at big moments. Probably hasn't felt he's got a consistent run in the team at portions of his Arsenal career he has, and he hasn't necessarily taken a burst on from that. So I think it's best for all parties that he gets the opportunity to play for a team like Crystal Palace, who are or were looking like they were in the ascendancy. And I think what happened on the weekend with Crystal Palace losing to West Ham is a further indication of, they're trying to get their ducks in a row. I think they're trying to hold on to Mark Guéhi. They sold Jordan Ayew. They sold Anderson as well. So there's a lot of change at Crystal Palace, and this for them would be a player that they've been chasing for years. The links for Crystal Palace to Eddie have been going on for a long time, and I think he would be a great signing for them. It'll be interesting to understand how it works with Mateta. Might be a different change of style in terms of how they implement the two, because it's not a straight swap in my opinion for the likes of Jordan Ayew. I'm still missing the likes of Elise, who they sold earlier in the summer. And so there's a lot of questions for Arsenal. I think it's clear you need an attacker. For me, I thought going into this season, a striker and a winger to support their attacking threat and that need for an X factor, which we've mentioned previously. I would say if they can still get a winger and a striker, that would be really, really did and beneficial to what they're trying to do in the title race. If they don't, they need to get an attacker. One at bare minimum, and one I don't think is enough. I think you need to really bolster your lineups. You can't trust the health of Gabriel Jesus, which we've spoken about before, or his finishing. And if he is fit and he is available, he can play on the wing. He can play striker. It's not a problem. He can come off the bench. It's another option. You need to strengthen when you're going up against the likes of Erling Haaland, a Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, they've got a lot of players. Doku, Grealish, Foden. Arsenal need to bolster their attacking lineup. And if the likes of Martinelli aren't performing, Eddie Nketiah, Reece Nelson, you need to upgrade. That's simple. You're going up against a juggernaut. You're going up against a team not only like City but Liverpool. They have a impressive lineups. A lot of teams in the Premier League have a lot of good attacking players, and Arsenal need to improve. Similar to how they have their defense, they need their attack to be bolstered, to be strong, and to have a number of options. So that's where we are currently. Hopefully this still goes through, not only for the club but for Eddie as well. Guys, hopefully you've liked it. Make sure to subscribe, comment, and we'll be coming forward with more transfer news as it comes through.